Rolling game data. Welcome to my stream. It's here. I need to learn how to get that whole lead up to stream that a lot of people seem to do. Give people time to see their SMSs, their text messages, their emails, whatever, saying, hey, somebody is about to start streaming soon. Or has just, that sort of thing. All right. I do technically have a text thing off to the side, but I'm not going to activate it until people actually start talking. Let me move things around. Every one of the games that I like to stream takes up a different portion of the screen, and all the OBS stuff needs to be moved out of the way. I can't even completely... Oh, excuse me. I can't even completely see the chat. I mean, I can see if something happens, but it's a bit not quite there. So let's see. 3. I am hungry. My maximum strength is reduced. This is the game right now I think I'm most interested in. 21%. That was brought down some when I had some honey yesterday, or whenever the last time I played was. 15 minutes until I'm no longer tired. That's going to be a boon to not be tired anymore. Let's see. Let's review. Let's learn where I was. Yes. Little iPhone. Yes, I know that my channel is up and running. I was there. I did it. Yes, I did. I sure did. All right. Empty water jars. I need those. Gonna need those. Activity map, farming, harvesting resources, and mining. I know all about that, mostly. I somewhat know everything. Partially. Today's stream is not going to go according to schedule, because I just had a meeting for work, and I'm going to have another one 3:30 Eastern. It's probably going to be an hour. It's not going to be fun. I don't want to be there. Boo. But that kind of cuts my day right down the middle. The time I have where I can be at home alone and not disturb anybody while talking loudly. 3:36. I can probably get up and move around, right? I don't know. Am I still crouching? Let's remember how to crouch. Yes, I am still crouching. Okay. Search. I could start taking this apart. That's a heavy door, considering. It's gonna make a lot of noise if I do. Whoops, wrong one. Oh, that went quick. Surprisingly quick. Cool. Yep. Which door are you at? You're not. Granted, that may bring others running, but it's nearly morning, and I can outrun them once it's morning. Actually, I can outrun them when it's at night, too. Hello, day 3. Oh, gosh. It's day 3 already. Oh, man. Okay. That means that in 4 nights, I'm going to have a secure place to hole up and hide from the beasties, because there's no heckin' way I'm going to be able to take them. Not on foot. I have never been good enough at this to actually be able to do that. Alright, that place is not going to open for another 2 hours. Well, in-game 2 hours, roughly. Might as well try to... I hear you. Try to find some more medicine before I head on over. Maybe I'll get medicine as a treat for having turned in the quest. Ugh, I probably should have thought of that. How's this thing go? Yeah, I got ammo. Wasn't there another one? All the way over there. I'm not gonna try that. Not when ammo is as precious as it currently is. Alrighty. Man, I really need meds. Let's take a look. This doesn't look like the sort of place where I'm likely to find it, but I have been surprised before. But anyways, with the split stream, I'm likely to do this up until meeting time, or shortly before, and then probably Empyrean after. So two streams today, 2 different games. It's going to be a little while in Empyrean before I've gotten to the point where it's going to be kind of interesting, so I hope people will bear with me. It's too bad, 'cause I really like the game too. A lot of people don't seem to. Or just don't latch onto it. I should probably find a game or two that's a little different. Might draw on people, because these sort of builder games I like are for a pretty subset of people, really. That's didn't mind the look of that house that much. I am a little addicted to Noita, but I am terrible at it. I survive, like, on average, maybe like 6 minutes. I watched Girl DM, I think, who's frankly the reason I'm even doing Twitch. I saw this thing on YouTube, came on over, watched a few. I'm like, I want to do this too. I should have gotten onto streaming like years ago, not just recently. But I'm a little older these days, and I am, in my political persuasion, not at all conservative, but as people age, they get more so. They tend to get used to the old ways of doing things, and they find the newfangled stuff to be irritating. I'm sure I'm getting there. Hopefully my rational side will poke holes in that from time to time. Gimme all the stuff. Does this function? Wait, was it ever functional? I bet it was. But I want the goodies. And stamina. Oh my gosh. Go around stamina problems. Oh man. Even if I find antibiotics, it's still not going to be enough. They're only good for 15%, which is highly exact, It's a little unrealistic, in fact. Come on. Oh. This is the sort of thing that in a Let's Play would be edited out. I apologize. Doop. Alright. Good for experience, though. But am I likely to find medicine here? I don't really think so. This is more like a tools place. Lots of concrete. I could harvest that. I wonder if I shouldn't take this spot over and finish building it. Maybe that could be a project. Uh-oh. Yeah, I heard you. Alright, there's a few too many. I really don't want to waste my ammo. There's one. Hello. Could I talk to you about your car's warranty? Good zombie, sir. Alright, it's time. Let's go on over. Trade in our quest. Get another one. Hope beyond hope that they're going to offer me a stump. Yes, please offer me a stump. Please. Sorry, I was hearing things. And I see a duffel bag. Let's go look at that next. No. Oh, and I'm hungry again. And there ain't nothing to do about it. I'm surprised I'm as in good a shape as I am, considering I did so bad last stream on this game. So dang bad. Okay. Exactamundo. 6 Goram minutes. Yeah. Come on. You can do it. Me. Oh, I thought that was a sheep. Why the heck did I think that was a sheep? I was going to be all excited, like, oh, they added sheep to the game. Not that one should be excited about that, but... I wonder, has anybody found out? I don't want spoilers, never mind. I was going to ask if there's a backstory. Like, do we ever get to find out what precisely caused the zombie apocalypse? But if there is, if the game ever gets into it, probably I should find out for myself, should I not? Ooh. So, while I'm struggling to make it to any kind of destination, since I'm already going slow myself, yes, I have started looking at some videos from various people about how to make your own YouTuber rig. I started out artistic, okay? When I was a kid, I was ahead of my peers. However, computers ruined everything. I am pretty dang sure they did. Or I have ADHD, which is entirely possible. But I just didn't stick with it. And I always feel bad about that because I look at other people's stuff and I'm like, that's great. I wish I could do that. And if I had stuck with it, I could do that. However, beyond that first drawing, the trying to like drawing your profile and getting, you know, using it as a profile? Is that the right word? Besides that part, which I totally suck at, the aspects that are done in Blender kind of match my meticulousness or my eye for detail. I don't have a great work ethic, but when I do something, I do look at it with an eye for detail and a certain, not perfectionism, but like there's a standard by which I am not satisfied that tends to lead to, as long as I have stuck with the project, it turns out to be pretty good. And the Blender aspect, there's a lot to learn, but it is the sort of thing I kind of have done before, so I can learn it. Not that the other thing was a prerequisite to my learning it, but it, you know, a foot in the door kind of stuff, right? So it can be done, and as long as I stick with it long enough to overcome my getting used to it, I can do it. Absolutely. And I'm tempted to live stream my my learning process, my actually going through it, not as an educational tool for anyone else, but more as entertainment. Like, watch this person be terrible at a thing and then become slightly less terrible at it. Weighted head mod, yes, abso-freaking-lutely, I want that. Do you have any germs? That one's pretty close and it involves violence. So let's, gas station. Let's do that. I think I've been there. That gas station's probably going to blow up a few times in this early game. Alright, so let's sell some things. Sewing kit I should keep. Short iron pipes I will have plenty of opportunity to get in the future and no immediate application for right now. So I can dispense with that. I won't miss it in the long run. Kind of the same thing with the machine gun parts. I need the money right now more than the gear. Like, I can save it up for when I'll need it later. I could, absolutely. But it feels overkill right now. Plastic doesn't come into it very often in the short term. Metal, forged iron, I will totally keep right now. I don't care about shotguns, so I don't need their ammo. 2,700. That's a good start. Is there anything left to sell? Things I don't want to keep. I want to keep this stuff. Okay. Your supplies. Let me shift my weight. Oh my god. All right, my pipe rifle. I have one now, don't I? You do not sell what I need. I'm gonna whine and complain. All right.
You come back sometime.
Yeah. Wait. Food. Well, that's awfully expensive, but you know I could
be with
totally.
You, friend.
Food, health, water. I mean that. Oh, health. Stamina regen, cold resist. I don't need that at the moment, but I do need the food and the water because that's apparently all you've got. I appreciate it. Oh, almost 1 minute. 1 minute, and I won't be quite so dang tired all the time. Where's home? I don't... Oh, it's somewhere I haven't been. Alright, well, home is definitely in this direction. Scratch. I recently shaved my face off. I had let that go for way too long. Unfortunately, I'm old enough now that in the corners, over by like the bend in the jaw, whatever that's called, it's starting to come in white over there. It's awful, but I don't feel old. Oh, these guys. Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. I am pretty dang sure I've opened that before. I know I have. Why are the things reset? Something feels up. Oh, right through the shoulder. He didn't even care. You deserve that. Whoop. Now, give me my arrow back. Oh, bub. Okay, so that is something I've opened. I really don't believe that I haven't opened that car up before. I really don't. 25% zombie. Boy, I've never let it get this bad before. What is that? A market stall? Have I ever seen a market stall before? I think they've added a lot. Oh, a lot. Excuse me. Oh. Hey. I hear you. But where are you? Melons. Cash register. Oh. I'll eat it. Totally. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Cool. All right. New to me. I like it. A lot more variety than there has been before. I'd really like to drop some stuff off at home. I think it's going to be through here. New map. I'm not entirely familiar with it yet. The space over by Joe, I've more or less got my head around. But this spot, not quite there yet. Is that attached? I don't recognize my home yet. I need to put down a... I thought that was a chicken. I need to put down a... sleeping bag. Something like that. Oh yeah, I'm wicked overweight. 4. Okay, there's a bridge that runs through it. No, sorry, that's a river that runs through it, isn't it? Technically, it could be also a river under there. At least a canal. Where's my home? There, yeah. There's a giveaway right there. The steps. Oh, my tree has already grown. Which reminds me, I have some more seeds to put down. Alrighty then, alrighty. Let's deposit some goodies. Put everything over... Yeah, that was right. That was right. Those are all the things that were there before. Cool. Wider variety of cooking options now. Don't need to carry this with me. Scrap that. Oh, I should implement that. Keep that this for later. Put away the seeds. I don't need them this instant. Yeah. Don't need fuel right now. I want to sell that. If I put it in the inventory, I'm going to forget it's even there. Pipe machine gun. You know what? Right? And then open this one up. Modify. Excellent. Alright. Complete. And this old one I will sell. Let's put things I want to sell down in the corner. Maybe that will remind me that that's what I want to do. And then modify. Put that in there. Plus 1-3 to everything. Not a great deal, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Alrighty. Ow. Alright. So while we're strolling through, does anybody see a medicine place? That's what I really need. There are some stores that are strictly medicine. And it's not Shamway food. However, and this isn't a store. I mean, there are other things that happen. Well, it's better than the one I've got. I don't know. I kind of feel like the mission could wait. Where's the entrance to this place? Yeah, let's spend some time scouting. Let's scout this town out. See if there's a facility or a box store that has what I am looking for. Seemed like it was a nice town once. What? Is this the same facility? It's a distribution center from the looks of it. I'm still more tired than I feel like I should be. No parking towaway area. Right. But for whom? What kind of business are you? That's what I want to know. You know what? I'm also dumb. Nah, screw it. I just really want to know what this place is. From the size of it, if it's ever been a mission point or a mission destination, then it was a higher level one. That is still not clear to me. What this is supposed to be. I'm not seeing a way in. I mean, trying to burrow through 10,000 units of metal? I don't think so. I'm actually not sure how to get in. Ooh. Boo. What have we got? Around the world, you're lawless. Is that Pavarotti? Some lady. City vanished in blast of atom bomb. Seaport went up in smoke and flame, witnesses say. 40,000 foot dust pyre over Pacific Ocean. Epic. So the story seems a little more complicated than I thought prior. Hello. Oh. Better if you don't miss. Wait, did... Bong? Bong. There's been a lot added. Don't. Jeez. Oh, I'll take it. I'm just carrying around multiple chairs. It's hello. I dare you to come around the corner. How'd that work out for you? Bathrooms often have medicine cabinets. No guns? Come on. Ah, there's a gun. That sounded almost like a evil laugh to me. Nails, of course. Coffee grounds. Water. Fresh water. Or fresh-ish water. I am exaggerating water on purpose. Don't mind me. Oh, I was hoping for food. Okay. Okay. This is the way in, is it? So it seems. This is an entirely new site, I guess, for lack of... Woo! Whoa, Nelly! Hey, look, I'm out of ammo. Why did that happen? Oh, look. Straight to the head and he doesn't care. What have we got? Food. I'll take it. And you know what? I don't need these chairs anymore. I suppose if I'm going to be like camped out on top of this space, I might as well clear it. Oh! That'll work for me. I hear ya. Where? Hi! I like the way they come busting out. That's cool. Oh, I bet I just used up the ammo. Oh, I could use the level. Oh! That is atypically... Oh, stamina. So right now, the only thing wrong with me is that I'm infected. What is this? That doesn't help. That's too bad. I could probably eat more food. Alright. Being ahead on the food curve is not a bad thing. What do we got? Okay. Anyway, if I do make my own V2 rig, I don't think a human. I think I want an alien or something like one. Maybe a fantasy beast. But I would really want to do the... Whoops. What happened? Huh? Okay. Oh, no, not in a Furman queue. That makes sense. Okay. And... yeah, these zones tend to be mazes, really. One way through. You have to do some serious hacking at doors to actually do shortcuts. And the time lost doing that is pointless. I even thought maybe I could just, as part of learning to rig, I could just make like a... I hear you. No! I could just make a really simple robot and just learn the rigging part of like hooking it up to whatever iPhone face matching pattern recognition business. Actually, let's keep that up. happens to learn that part. And it could just be a dumb robot, and that would be a good start, you know? Maybe hook the rigging up to some unusual thing. So that's a bizarrely expressive robot. But I'm not that interested in robots either. So I don't. It would be 10 at best. Deep 12:10. Actually got plenty of time. I should duck out at one point to make sure that the meeting is when I think it is. I guess. Still not seeing anything medicine-like. I think, other than being profitable, this is kind of a poor use of my time. If what I want to do is not be infected. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god! I'm getting a little antsy about it. He just sort of waffled. Whoop! Bye! Hey! Running is not cool. No? Where am I? I'm in the sunlight. But I don't know if I was done with that room. I probably wasn't. At the same time, it's not super unusual for certain subsections of a zone to have medicine cabinets. It's not unheard of. So I would still prefer to find out. Some of these boxes turn out to be... I think that guy's outside the building trying to break his way in. That happens. Passing by, zombies passing by will often sort of hear me and try to get in. I don't care enough about that. Alright, anything else? Been this way. They came running, busting out of here. Just did that. Here's one. 29%. Oh my god. I don't care right now. Let's just recycle it. Let's see. Don't think that's it. 300. It's not so bad. It's a quick exit. Does this do it faster? Oh, yeah. Alrighty then. That's better. Alright, let's see. Why is a chair that's on its side one to pick up? Ooh. This board is laid out exactly the same as the last. There's an OCD kind of person that used to work here. Anybody else? Yeah. Oh. Whoa! No running in the halls. None. Do not do. Ooh, actually clean. Oh. Health bar. No. Dysentery. Boiled water. Yucca juice. Salmon. Skull crushers. Chicken soup. I might come back for that, but right now, no. Oh, you're a big one. Stay down. Hey, what did I just say? Know your place. Right. I don't think it's warm anymore, though. Who knows how old that coffee is? When did this happen? I mean, did I just wake up the day after it happened, or has this been a while? There's so many... Oh, that's just food. Still, it is food. Anybody want a blueberry? Now, if there were an adjacent bathroom... I would like that. Did we already pass such a thing? We might have. I might be dumb. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. No. Okay. Oh. Since you're dumb. Whoa. No. My health is surprisingly high, considering how many times I've been hit so far. No new major injuries. What is with all the guns in toilets? Especially at work. Was it like somebody brought their gun for show and tell, and then the manager came in and they're like, hide it quick, put it in the toilet. Whoa. I mean, I guess I wouldn't normally go looking in toilets for things. Three for the price of one. Come on. Please. I mean, they're useful, but there's something else that oops, need. Oh. I am so overweight now. Oh. Yeah. I'll do that. Oh, is it a tall one? Okay. Someone left their empty food can in the locker, as one does. Hey, what's this? What is this? Somebody's talking? Bonk bonk. Let me turn that on. Hello. Alright, quite the series of security hoops to jump through, yeah. Sorry, I don't know how long you were there. This is absorbing. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, you... Now they're too close. Little bastards. Oh, where am I now? I've done lost my sense of direction. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to get across somehow. Oh! Why have they focused on that corner? Are they saying the same things cats see when they look at walls randomly? Well, that was lucky. I wouldn't want to have been on the ground when that happened. Alright, I'm going to move the game a little bit so I can read what's going on over there. Attack of the Awkward Flay animation. Yeah. I know what you mean. It's, not exactly fluid. I cannot make that jump with as overweight as I am. Meanwhile, the one thing I actually came here for is almost certainly not going to be found. I can always come back. Oh, man. Meanwhile, my campsite is here on the premises. And that's the way I just broke through. Am I really hungry again? Come on. That did not look like a can of peas to me. 31%, oh my gosh. Working stiff tools, that sounds lucrative, but not health reinforcing. Yeah. I get this. Oh man, I just barely made it. What is going on outside right now? Oh. I've often, in previous plays, thought, oh my gosh, I am failing so hard, that the time had passed. I mean, if it were the next morning, like, I wouldn't be the only one out here. Wow, I am... There, Mario. Mario was not carrying this much junk, I don't think. These guns. I kind of feel like I might get more selling the parts than the actual guns. I feel a little more spry now. This is entertainment right here. Temporary solution. Things I will sell. Do I need light bulbs? Probably not right now. Things I will sell immediately. It's probably a bit late for me to care about that. Armor, I don't usually wear heavy armor. Key sequence. Ah, there we go. I think you can a little bit. Alright, other things I want to keep. This I'm selling right away. Put them down here. Keep. Sell. Keep. Store. I should hunt something, get some food that way. That. Oh, that's a thing I need to do. Let us sell this junk. Wait a minute, wait. 18 o'clock. I don't have a lot of slots to spare, but let's do the mission. Well, wait a minute, wait. Sell. Don't need for right now. Don't need for right now. Four bites. So damage mitigation, water -30. That stinks. Alright, just opening up some space so as I can run. Oops. Whose ops are you? What do you do here in this building? Oh, for crying out loud, I'm hungry again. Oh, no ammo. The heck was that? Quick crete. Quick tar. Something like that. Oop. Oh, I wanted that. Thank you. Do you have... Come at me. I heard another one. There we go. I'm just collecting... Looking for goodies before the thing is reset. The thing will spawn again. Kind of an exploit, I guess. Oh, this is good. Oh, nice. Ah! Kind of hoping that would, like, have stuff in it. Alright. Let's try that again. I'm hearing wakas. Hi! Ooh. That was a good hit. You stay down. Murky water is my first choice. It has its uses. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, frickin' Bobby. Oh, let's see what's in here. Arrowheads are nice, but I don't want medicine. Oh. Oh. He's being all clever. At least he's slow. Oh. I did not expect you to be a one-hit. Alright. So desperate for antibiotics right now. Oh. Hi. I don't have a car. I don't need your stupid warranty. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, I forgot this place is... Got other busters downstairs. Yep, that's what I thought they were going to do. Hold on. Yeah. They're going to... Ah! I knew that was going to happen. I don't go that far. Standing next to that is not the best of ideas when that happens. I'm confused by the direction that sound was coming from. Oh, hello. Hey. Oh, I forgot. I had a level earlier. I forgot all about that. I was awfully distracted, you know. How'd you like that? This is not ideal. I win. Oh, there's a cache back here. Sealed shipping crate. Oh, not what I was hoping for. Anything behind the crate? Oh gosh, I'm not going to put up with that. Huh? Vehicle off-road headlight mod schematic. Okay. Why not? She says. But where are you? Sorry, that hair color is not natural. I suppose one wouldn't normally throw out their antibiotics, would they? Alright, 20. I doubt I'm going to get there before he closes for the night. Not when I'm so tired. Shamway Foods. Undisclosed Ops. I'm hungry. This kind of looks like more of the same. A distribution center of some kind. Yeah, I know. I know. Right in the neck. Tough one. Plastic barrel. I don't want to explore this place just yet. That guy looks a little different. Okay. I know what you are, but your model has changed. Ooh, Spider Man. Yeah, it does. Maybe I was in a coma. Or I was being cared for by wolves or something. I mean, I just woke up in the grass, you know? Something happened. There are quite a few cars not here. Oddly, in some sort of pre-dystopia, everybody was forced to drive the same model of car, too. Maybe. Maybe I did get over it. Maybe my immune system was unusual and just needed a long time, but it did work out. Yeah, let's see. Let me... Things I will sell. Things I want to take back upstairs. That's as good a theory as any. This whole, that inside there was a thing about a nuclear bomb. That is new to me. The previous versions of the game, I don't recall seeing any reference to that kind of stuff. Not thirsty yet. That's not the problem. It's the food. Oil, shale, I don't remember if I need that for anything. Right away, anyway. Splints, I should probably keep at least one on me. And if I'm going to have one, I might as well fill up the whole slot. Keep that. I should gather the water. Don't need this right away, don't need that right away, I don't think. Can I make these recipes? Yes, I can. Cool. Oh, you know what? Skills! Sorry about my chair. I got a newer, less noisy chair and it broke. They don't make things the way they used to or should. Lucky looter, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Yes. And intelligence. Only level 2. I like to get into the robotics stuff. Oh yeah. Blacksmith, that's an important thing. Oh, I did see his chicken, but I don't know where it is now. I may have to scout at night, which is a risky business. Speaking of which, I assume the game audio is coming through, is that right? Actually, am I coming through? Yeah, okay, I see it. Sorry, I have 2 different recording softwares. The one that comes with the NVIDIA or what, GeForce, whatever. And I think the audio is turned off on that one. Okay. I suppose I can make a few more. Please. What do I need? Not just yet. Campfire. I have one of those. I had to make a couple more chests. Start splitting up the goods into categories. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hi. Let's make some noise. Yep, they didn't like that. How you doing? Somewhat quieter. Takes really good timing. Oh. Nope. I may have to get closer for that one. Nice. Mostly luck. Oy. Oh, no, I'm thirsty. Okay. Coffee will do. Old coffee. Freaking Dwarf Fortress. Zombies, I know. I don't know if you've seen any of that one yet, but I think I screwed up the last stream. I think it was a different save game than the one I started with. I'll have to go back and find out which one I prefer to continue with. Is there anything I can make right now? Leather's useful. Cobblestone. Do I have? Yeah, not many clay soil. Yeah. Some people like them long and complain if they're short, and some people like them short and complain if they're long. It's hard. I should probably just break things up into smaller segments. It doesn't mean I can't stream multiple different things. But, you know, I do a fair bit of programming and design work, and so it's nice to have something to listen to, even if I don't look at it. Just something going on in the background. I don't see anything much going on here. 12-20 minute. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of Dwarf Fortress episodes on YouTube. They're a little more than 20 minutes, but not a whole lot more. Each one eventually disaster. Nice. That was Memgosroth was probably one of the better. This most recent one I don't think has gone very well. Actually, it was funny. So was it Memgos? Was dragon in Dwarven, and the map itself actually looked like a dragon's skull if you looked at it just right. That stuck out in my head for that reason. That's so many versions of Dwarf Fortress ago. I wonder if I can find and resurrect it in some way. Nice. Yeah, Krug Smash Krug. I don't know if it's Krug or Krug. He puts so much more work into his stuff. Like, it's pretty straightforward, but it just requires so much time. And as an unknown person, there's no income from this, so it's really... I have to do the day job first, and then clipping and editing is about as much as bandwidth as I can get. It is fun. When I first start a new series, the intro and outro sequences are kind of fun, like a design challenge, but they also end up being like too long, and it's probably wears on people's patience going through 30 seconds of that every episode. But at least they're the same length, so if a person actually is dedicated to watching it, they know exactly how long to skip to. There ought to be an automatic way, like you get on like Netflix and stuff, where there's a button, skip to the end of the credits. I can probably put that in the description, though. I think I've seen people do that. Alright. My brain is not working here. Let me... Alright, skills. I was going to try to see if anything could be made from what I'm currently... I've got the leather poncho. I just found one of those. Paintbrush, not immediately useful. It's not really useful to me. Yeah, that seems fair to me. Yeah, and as fun as it is to make and maybe watch the first couple of times, it's mostly just music when you're listening to it. Alright. I definitely have company here. 36%! Oh, hello. Are you wanderers? Every once in a while there'll be a group of wanderers. I think I should do this the quiet way. Whoops. Misfire that's magically worked anyways. Now you'd think the spider one, or is he a spider one? No, he's not down on his feet. Oh, drawing. I used to think I was good at drawing. But too poor a work ethic to actually stick with it and get genuinely good. I am just good enough to appreciate how much better everybody else is. And I'm glad that someone did it anyways. Well, if you stick with it, that's all that I think really matters. I think they say something like 10,000 hours to get good at something, which might mean that someday I'll be good at this game. Alright. I guess see somebody over there. Oop. Dumb. Just trying to... It is gonna be a lot jumpier if I try to explore one of these buildings after dark. Which might be entertaining, but also bad for me. Oh, maybe. One of the things you'll have to know about anything I ever say when playing these things is my memory's frickin' terrible. And I have conflated things before. I remember two things and they get merged into one thing. I have to stay humble about such things. What's going on with the blinking over here? Oh, is it like a sign or something? I guess these things are blinking, they're just not obvious. That seems to come off these two lights, I guess that's what it is. They really have added a lot to version 20, or Alpha 20, whatever it's called. Here we go. Oh! Oh, oh, bad, bad. Did not think that through. Oh, shoot. Oh, this one has red eyes, that's bad. Where are you going? Let's take that moment to repair that thing while I still can. Whoa. He's trying to get at me from in... I don't know if he actually knows I'm here. Yeah, that's it. I mean, if zombies still function, they can still technically move. There are chemical processes going on inside that trigger those muscles. And that can't be... I mean... laws of thermodynamics or whatever, there has to be some sort of waste. But maybe they just ooze it out, and that's how they deal with it. It is busier than I remember. Usually, there'll be one or two walking around, and then occasionally there's like a troop of maybe 10 that wander through randomly. But this has been more consistently, like, busy. There's so much that's different. It's great. It's almost like a new game. But familiar enough that I have a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. Courtland. Bell. I wonder if every other street is also Courtland and Bell. Uh-oh. Zombie choir. That could be the hot new musical trend, zombie choirs. But only at night. Oh, that was me. Let's pick something smallish. Houses have a wide variety of things in them. Huh. Yeah, well, I guess, I mean, if... The secondary system mentioned is just to get things out that you don't want building up. And so if it doesn't build up as much, then it won't have to be as often. Makes sense. Do I want to do this? I don't even have a light source at this time. Oh, I think I know this house. A very fast crawler. I see you. There's a dog over there. Please not me. I don't want wolf. going on over there? Is it just dead on its knees? Oh! Okay. Gosh. Yeah. Technically, like, yeah, I think there are pockets of San Francisco that are way more expensive than where I live, but I think on average, the county I live in is one of the top, like, 3 most expensive. But I could also be wildly wrong, so don't quote me. I own a condo. I half own a condo in orbit around the DC area. And it was a good deal. I got it just after the stupid housing collapse thing, so that kind of worked in my favor. But I'm only spending, I think the mortgage is like $1,400 or $1,500, but then the friggin' condo fees bring it up to about $21. And one of my employees, they spend $4,000 a month in rent in DC. But at least it's split between 2 person. It's not just a single income kind of thing. So it's probably actually equivalent. I remember I was upstate New York for a while. That was $500 a month, 2009. And then early 2000s up in Maine. A little efficiency. It was actually exactly my size. And it had a bed up in the wall. You climbed up into it and it was in the wall. It was tiny, but it was comfortable. And that was like $150 a month. And I'm just sad that those days are gone to a certain degree. Like, why is everything so damn expensive? Be wary, you might trigger some political talk here. I don't want to annoy people, but at the same time, there's a lot I care about. I have to talk to somebody. Ah! Here we go. Stay back. I'm going to do this with a hammer. Yeah. The dumbass... Well, I will keep this mostly PG. Oh, not what I need, though. I will definitely keep it. Did you know that the sun sings a tune when it gets up? Alright, so... Kentucky. I have only ever been there once. Well, I lost my train of thought. There was something happening there. Oh, yeah. Dumb thing is, in my line of work, I can telecommute. They just don't want me to. Otherwise, I would probably be right back up in Maine or somewhere rural. Though the internet would suck. Hopefully not, but compared to this, it probably would. But yeah, they need to fix it. They need to fix it. Gotta have more housing availability. Keep them prices down. Actually, I've been hearing through the grapevine that my native Maine is becoming expensive. I almost wonder if it's because with COVID or whatever, people are from much richer parts, New York, Boston, whatever, are fleeing to hole up somewhere rural, and they're cornering the market. And then the natives can't even afford to live in their own state. I guess we might as well finish exploring this house. Hello. A nurse lived here, or at least attended. Anybody else? Yeah, I thought so. Stay down. Where in Kentucky did I go? It was semi-urban. Ooh, I like these. Oh, wait, I already have one. All right. Never mind. Yeah. So, mate, you're suggesting then that that's part of why now that everybody wants a house, there's not enough supply? Why do I have a potted plant? I'll keep it, but why? Pin here. Oh, it's pink though. I'll take. The climate I'm in right now isn't particularly hot or cold yet. That's one thing this game hasn't done well in the past. Like, the climate doesn't change. You just walk from a snowy biome to a desert, and but like, there aren't seasons exactly. Hungry again. Corn, I mean, that'll make me some food later. No, the one time I went to Kentucky, it was 2002, February. Oh my God! And I went to a Subway down the street from where I was in a hotel, and I got something salad, like tuna salad or chicken salad, and there was something mixed in with it that just had the strangest texture, and it really kind of messed me up, actually. I'm sure whatever it is locally is normal, but I was like, what the? I couldn't place it. I don't know what it was, but... Hey, no. Shrimp something. There was shrimp. I don't. My memory's terrible. Don't take my word for it. But it was in something that I didn't expect, and the texture was strange, and that put me off. The weird memories one has about a place they've been. Oh, look, medical supplies. That's not what I need. Hey, look, it's Brandon Sanderson over there. He's responsible for the crisis. I hear a dog. The dog sounds unwell. Oh, dang it, Bobby. Another one. Bear with me. I kind of feel like I'm finding out what that dog situation is, because if it's self-immolated or something, it's me. Oh. Oh. Sounds like a second dog, or the same dog, and it just sounded dead, but it wasn't. I mean, hold on a second. Do that a ton of very experienced... Yeah, I can believe that. Whoa. Whoa. Oh! I am not supposed to be in whatever situation I am now in. There's just a lot going on. Also. Oh! Stay back. Oh, but this cache looks interesting. Now I'll say, like, my boss, who is trying to retire, has a place in Northern Virginia, not too far from me, that he was able to buy on a journalist's salary. A long time, well, I don't know how long is long, but quite a while ago. And today that is probably a $2 million place. And the people he employs have no hope of being able to buy into something like that. And that's what there is. I mean, it's overly large. They don't make houses in this area that are of a size that makes any rational sense for people who want to start. I mean, the condo where I am actually was a good foot in the door kind of place. So that kind of puts a lie to what I'm saying. But these are not... This is the exception. And I was lucky that I found it when I did. Whoa! Please don't. Please don't. I don't want to die. Wait, did you run? I didn't know they ran. Shoot. Too many things happening. I want that dog. Okay. Okay. I may have some steak tonight. Oops. Wrong one. So now I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, his house is impossible to achieve. And mine is modest, and people younger than me can't even realistically find the down payment for what I've got. Which makes me feel guilty. But I think a big part, especially like Northern Virginia, Fairfax County, which is absurd, is the NIMBYism that they've got their houses. They don't want to risk the value on those houses going down. And so they amass at the local meetings, and they shoot down any attempt to build anything that would affordable. And I don't think it's meant intentionally to like exclude people so much as they just don't want to lose value in their homes. Vitamins. That would have been useful another time. I'm trying to be somewhat charitable. I don't usually think people are out to get each other immediately, but things just... They're first and most aware of their current situation, and they act accordingly. Ooh, some food. I should probably do something about this. What is it? Sprained leg. Will the... So, it's not going to get much better for me doing anything about it. I just have to be slow. Bear with me. I can't multitask, so it may take me a second to register some of these comments when I'm in the middle of screwing this whole thing up over here. I want to... Ooh, excuse me. 1:31. Oh, 1 p.m., sorry. Keeping an eye on it. Oh, I've been here. Sorry, I recognize those dies. Yeah, that's likely true. That is very likely to be true. I'm trying to think. Where he lives is not strictly Roslyn area neighborhood. I think it's a bit further west than that, but I can say that there was when I bought this place, it was, I think, from the family of someone who had passed away that lived here. And so there were still things up on the walls as I was coming in to look at it. And there was this picture, a black and white photo of this area looking north towards DC from Northern Virginia. And there was the big train yard that doesn't exist anymore, where the airport was on the picture, but it was a lot smaller. And the area that is Roslyn now, which has, to call them high rises is a stretch because compared to New York or San Francisco, they're still quite short buildings. 20, 25 at the most stories. But anyways, that area is pretty grown up now. And at the time this picture was taken, which I want to say was the 30s or maybe early 40s, not a single building. It was a single farmstead of some kind. So that's a pretty dang quick turnaround. That was one estate, and now it's not. I wonder now whose it was. Yeah. Now, That was more or less what thought I was trying to say earlier. Was it's sort of a reactionary, like, oop, my house is worth something. I want to pass it on to my kids. And if 1,000 new homes go up in the area, the price, there's less demand. It's natural, but it's also making the cities completely unapproachable. And it's tough because that's where most of the jobs are. And they need people to come. And a lot of the jobs are not telecommutable. So people now are doing 2-hour commutes each way. In this area, I assume it's similar in other areas. I mean, that's going back to what I was saying earlier. Kind of stupid with my job being easily telecommuted. And yet they would rather have someone there physically. I'm now taking up space that somebody else who can't telecommute could have had. That's, like I said, my place was actually approachable at the time, and I'm getting super hungry. I should probably do something about this. So I'm taking up space that someone else might have benefited more from. Ooh, light source. Yeah, I have very strong opinions about cities that might be different than that. Yeah, it's hard to predict. Like, a lot of times we'll try something with all the best of intentions and it just won't work. Coming from, I don't want to say lefty because I don't even strictly know, but certainly from an interest in the ecology and climate, whatever. There's something to be said for people being able to congregate in an area because the amount of resources required to distribute things to them and stuff goes down. So it's more efficient. But if you can't afford to live there, it's just not going to happen. And then again, that could be true, and then all of a sudden someone invents something that makes the distribution out to the more widely distributed places way less of a problem. Ooh, do I want to risk this? 12%. And then, my idea on that just suddenly becomes obsolete. Nice. I'm mixed. I grew up rural, Western Maine, well, Central and Western Maine, different parts of my growing up. And that's what I was used to. And bicycle parts. Ooh, forge. Actually, I think I just recently learned how to make that anyways. You know what? I'm going to do a thing here. Hold on. While I'm being stalked by this Zombert. Hold on, what can I drop? There we go. I'm going to make me some damn dog steak. It's not the most efficient thing, but... It's not going to do me that much good. I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at is I think there are some benefits to cities, and I think the cities we could make, if we cared more, would be pretty amazing. But since neither of those things are presently true, I can only say that kind of thing so far. That's bad grammar, but maybe that makes sense. But I did like being in Western Maine. Hills, bike trails. One could go hunting from gemstones out there. Pretty approachable kind of thing to do. As long as you knew where they were. When I was a kid, I could go out into my backyard, and if I wanted to find a snake, I could find a snake. Within an hour, there's a snake somewhere. And, that just doesn't happen around here. So, I miss it. AI drivers. See, now you've hit on something made many online comments about. Oh, I probably shouldn't have let the food overlap like that. I am also for it, for many reasons. Ugh, in part living where I do. The drivers here are so awful. I have seen so many. Okay, so I don't want to dox myself too much, but I can see I-495 from here. There's a bridge that goes over the Potomac into Maryland and D.C. Many, many, many lanes of traffic. I have seen so many car fires on that damn bridge. Just the drivers here are horrible. They just very combative. They have it's combat out there is what it is. And I just and there's so much space devoted to it. That highway is like 10 or 16 lanes. That Route 1 is like 8 or 10 lanes in various parts. No, that's exaggerating. 6. All very dangerous, especially if you want to cycle anywhere or be a pedestrian. And brain, come back, brain. Oh, what I'm getting at is, like, you can tell some houses are right up to the very edge of the road because you can tell that the road has expanded multiple times. And as soon as they expand it, more people use it, and you're right back to gridlock again. It's not solved. So I'm gonna turn this wire off. So I'm looking forward to automatic driving cars for this reason. Like, as long as you can trust those cars. As long as you can trust those cars. And as long as all the cars are actually operating together and they can talk to each other or talk to the grid or whatever, you can. Delay the inevitable. They will be trustworthy. And hold on. There's so many things that means. Like, if you had not necessarily publicly owned, because there are always consequences to who owns things, but yeah, okay. What am I getting at? Oh, well, one of each, huh? I'm not going to be able to carry everything home. What am I saying? Multitasking is so hard. If all the cars are doing the same thing, got that. I think I'll leave those there. Then they'll flow like silk. If they're publicly owned or if there's a fleet that has a contract with a town and you don't need to own the car. So I will come back to this other thing you're talking about. I just want to finish this thought. What have we got here? Ooh. Hey, that works for me. That works. Robot parts. I will make these right now. Recipes. If that's how it operates, you don't need insurance. You don't need car payment. You don't need to be sober to go places. Any of that stuff. You don't need a license. You just go. It's like, I need to take a mattress over to my cousin's place, and a pickup truck just shows up 5 minutes later, and you get in it and you go, and you don't need it on the way home. You say, I want pizza while I'm here. I'm going to stay later. The car just wanders off to its next thing. If it worked that way, then they would, even though every car would be operating almost constantly, minus maintenance and refueling, there would be as many or maybe slightly more trips being made. The number of cars would go way down, which means you'd get way more space for housing and parks and wilderness and stuff. It seems like a good idea to me. I'll try to wrap that up with that thought. Should be able to safely navigate around linking up to a server without linking up. Yeah. I think it's a good way to go. I think it would make people would be like, oh, but my freedom. But I think they would be more free without the payments and without the license and without having to have all the space devoted to a vehicle that just sits there 99% of its life doing nothing. So any transition people will be nervous about. I think it might work out for the best. But yeah, the car should be able to adapt. Like, maybe the road in town is sending signals, and the cars send each other signals, and so they never get stuck next to each other or whatever. But that doesn't mean it shouldn't be able to operate if it doesn't have anything to talk to. Yeah, and I'm not necessarily arguing for taking people's cars away. I don't like that kind of thing. But I can see how the model would be fluid and actually give people more opportunities while costing a lot less. But let's see. There were other things you were trying to say. Let me see if I can't catch up. Nice. I like... I don't know about cabins. I'm very hungry again. I like a strictly log cabin, I'm not sure about. But I prefer the wood aesthetic to any kind of paint. But I also like... There's these... I don't know what they're called, but these houses with large, sort of quasi-triangular front that's mostly window. I love that design. I'm sure it has complications for trying to keep the place heated in the winter, but I like the look. I like being able to look out on a vista of some kind. It's not quite an A-frame. Like an A-frame is, if I'm not mistaken, is just a plain old triangle. This isn't quite that, but it's the roof is quite sharp. And it devotes a lot of space to these big windows. Oh my gosh. I'm sure there's an industry term for what they're called. I just don't know what it is. And yeah, I have a condo association where I am. My understanding is compared to... That one's going to fall if I go... Okay. Compared to many associations in this area, it's actually pretty well managed and not as expensive. But it's still way more than I want to spend on things I don't use. I don't care about the pool. I don't care about the fitness center. I just want a place that's near the places I need to go and isn't fatally expensive. Yeah. Those kind of houses will not work in a urban area, because all this window space devoted to looking straight into your neighbor's bathroom window, it's just not really what you're going for. It's actually sad. I mean, in this kind of situation with people so close, all you can do with your windows is keep them shaded permanently, and then what's the point of the window? Another thing I don't miss. Wait, I do miss. No, what am I saying? One thing I'm not too keen on here is the constant sirens. I don't know if you can hear them, but that's like the second or third time since I started stream. Hoop-a-doop. Hoop-a-doop. I did not... Well, I found some honey. That's really not what I was looking for. Let's turn in this dumb quest. Sell some stuff. Actually, all the stuff I wanted to sell is in that container. Oh well, let's go anyways. Yeah, I have such mixed feelings about it. I want to live out there, but I also understand all the road infrastructure and the wiring, the power infrastructure, and the driving. Also sort of, digs into and takes away from the thing that the thing that makes that so nice. Like if we had like hovercraft and didn't need cars or roads, actually, if we didn't need roads, didn't need snow removal. Yeah, being a New Englander, snow removal is the core feature of a quarter of our lives, and it's dirty. You just described a place I lived in when I was in university. University of Maine. There are some good people there, but I had a bad time. But in town Orono, there are a lot of what used to be large farmhouses and may have been mansions. I don't know, but they are more or less been broken down into subunit of subunit of subunit. And when I lived there, I did live in a closet. It technically was a closet. And the building had been split, probably into 5 different apartments, each of which had like between 2 or 3 different rooms that were subletted or something. And it was weird. And actually, I think a few years after I moved out of there, in the big living room that was sort of the common space between all the bedrooms that were subletted from it, there was a party, and the floor collapsed, and a lot of people ended up in the basement. I don't think there were any serious injuries, but man. Yeah, it's tough. More or less, I think we could make some really amazing cities, but I only see them at this point as a stopgap, like just to reduce the resource need for people while we solve other problems. It could go either way. It could be really good. It could be really bad. And it's just sad because the ones we've got they grew organically. They mostly, for the most part, not planned. And they were. I think if you go to Southeast Asia, there's some planned cities that went up overnight, and their priority really wasn't the priority I would want out of a city. If I were to be given a magic wand and make a city, my priorities would be different than theirs were. Because people's comfort and well-being and opportunity are what I care about. And in many cases, the cities were designed by people who had already benefited from generations of that, and they were just concerned with other things, I think. There was a thing. Let me talk to this guy.
Gratitude, friend.
See, I can't right now because I haven't the room. Do you have... Oh, I could have made room with that. I don't need this. Probably. Potted plants. I have an excess of lucky goggles. Let's get rid of that. Oh. I'll need some more supply. Oh, no. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'll answer that thing you just said in a second. I just need to brain for a second here. See? 38%. It came down a whole 5 or 6%. Minus 30 water. Considering how much difficult they've had getting supplies. Plus 50. I think I can live without steroids for a little while. I don't really use these. I'm sure there's circumstances where I will, but just not there yet. And I need money. Yeah, if people go to those places, they will bring the demand required for the jobs to get created for it to thrive. Absolutely. And what I was going to say was there was this planned city. I don't think it's been made. And it came out of Mexico, I think, so whether or not it will ever get made, considering all the trouble, all the things they're trying to juggle and figure out down there. And it was a little compact, I want to say. It still felt like there were like apartment buildings, like 4, maybe 6 stories or something. But it was really the aesthetic, the artwork was actually fairly pleasant. It looked like it might have been quite a nice place to be. And it took care of a lot of its own needs. I can't remember what they said the population would be, but it wasn't huge. And if that were the common pattern, we actually could take all of the world's people and fit them into a much smaller amount of real estate, but still have enough personal space and have a much, much lighter weight upon the world so that it had time to heal from our mistakes and whatnot. And it seemed like a good idea. I'm just not sure if it was realistic.
Well earned.
I don't really need either of these things right now. Let's take some ammo. I have bad luck with Molotov cocktails in this game, but still. Uh-oh. They're getting a bit...
I have a task for you, friend. Okay, I'll find somebody else.
Yeah, you will. Oh, yeah. I see your inventory. There's one thing. I think Chicago might be trying it. It's on the books. I don't know if they'll ever get past that stage. But in terms of producing produce, like vegetables and fruit, and even grains, it's feasible to have skyscrapers that are essentially one giant hydroponic farm, solar gain kind of thing, and you have to get fertilizers up in there, but because it's a closed environment, it can operate all year round, regardless of your climate, and there's no pests. You don't have to use any kind of pesticides or anything like that, or herbicides even. It might be expensive, but it seems like if you're going to be stuck with cities for a while, they might want a couple of those. It will never be enough to feed everybody, but it would maybe have a calming effect. Like, there is a supply of actually genuinely fresh food that didn't come from the southern hemisphere in the winter kind of thing. Fresh strawberries, you just walk up and here's strawberries. Let's see. Hold on. I'm reading. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm kind of pro-solar, in part because it was IIPC, IE, something II, something, say, had really done a lot of math on this, and the Earth, or human civilization, uses about 17 terawatt hours of power, roughly translated, per year. And some 21, it was either 21 or 27,000 terawatt years of solar energy hits the Earth's surface. That's just the stuff that makes it through the atmosphere. So it's like 1,400 times more than we know how to waste. And the problem is we have to like get access to it. And the making of the panels is not without its problems, but it feels like that as the single largest and completely inexhaustible power source available, we should be working on it. So, like a greenhouse, more or less similar concept, but not vertical, just horizontal. I guess one of the thing with the city, if you wanted it to be closer to the city, is you'd need the footprint, and a greenhouse is a much larger footprint than a vertical one. But the horizontal footprint would at least offer that roof, unless you want to let light in. I don't know enough about that, but you know, if you weren't letting all the light in, you could put solar panels on the rest, because that's one of the nice things about how much footprint people use can be reused for a lot of that solar. It's not like we have to create gigantic fields of nothing but solar panels when there's so much wasted space on people's roofs and on the big box stores and stuff like that that could be used instead. Even over highways, give them shade. Let's see. Sorry. These are awfully far away. As ill as I am, I don't know if I want to walk that fetch. 500. That
That's the
sounds
job.
so bad.
I can't thank you enough, friend.
It's awfully late in the day, though. Wait. I just want to double check your supplies that you haven't changed. No, just the stuff I sold him. Is that true? Let's look at the food. Where is the food? Oh. No, that's not food. It almost feels like it did change. But if it did, it's still not that much more helpful to me. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I would like to see renewables take over. Obviously, I think that might be obvious from what I've said so far. But they, like I said, they're not entirely without consequences. The consequences aren't as bad, but we do need to figure out how to be better. And I actually had to do for some data science coursework, I had to do reviews of other people's scientific papers, and so I took one that was actually critical of wind. Let me claim this stuff. I'll come back for that later, but I needed the sleeping bag. And there is like the turbines, the wind farm. Individual turbines, not so much, but a wind farm where you get the scale to actually power things enough to care about. The convective nature of it disturbs a sort of normal thermal pattern. I'm going to use all the wrong words, and I apologize for that. But and so, especially at night, it turned out where the normal convective patterns were much calmer, it was sort of forcing them to continue into the night, and so it was stirring up the air to bring warmer air down to the surface. So when your goal was to fight off, temperature increases, that had a temporary byproduct of delaying you being able to see the benefit of having reduced fossil emissions when in fact it was adding 2 degrees. It would take a couple of decades of emissions reduction to finally be able to see the profit in temperature from having had the windmills, whereas the solar didn't have that problem. Let me catch up on what you're saying here. Verg farming, yep. Fun fact, tiny spot in Spain, entire village has been greenhoused. Greenhouses reflect so much light back in space. Yep, temperature drop. That's one of the things we kind of need some of the ice sheets back, is to reflect sunlight back out there. Yeah. Lithium ion. I've been hearing about sodium ion lately, but I would not be a valid source of factoids when it comes to how that works or what the consequences might be. But it's a point of interest. I'd like to know more. I hear you. I see you. Oh, nice. Yeah, I tend to agree. I have been in favor of them in the past, but only really relative to what they were replacing. I mean, they look better than a smokestack, but they don't look as good as an uninterrupted ridgeline of mountains. So it would be nicer to not have to. That is for sure. Oh, can I eat? Have I eaten? Let me get rid of that dang thing. I would like an uninterrupted ridgeline or seascape or whatever, if I can get it. And I think we can, because I was mentioning the numbers for solar, 21 or 27, I can't remember which, 1,000 terawatt years of energy reaching the Earth's surface in a year, which is 1,400 times more than we know how to waste. Wind is really second-hand solar in that regard. It's the convection going around because thermals of being hit by sun on this side and not being hit by sun on there, and it produces a differential, and it causes convection, and you get storms and wind and all that nice stuff. So it's secondhand. And while there's a lot of it, it is not nearly as much. Like, I think there's 75 terawatt years of wind power accessible to us. And that's still 5 times... Was it 5? Yeah, roughly 5 times more than we currently consume. But it's nowhere near 1,400 times more. Maintenance, disposal, failure modes. Yeah, I think I am amenable to those. I could live with them going up temporarily to get rid of a coal plant. But that would be the extent, I think, of my support. Oh man, I just need food. Oh wait, no. I don't want to eat. You can't eat. Well, you can eat raw meat. It's just risky, and there's not much benefit to it. Alright, let's see if there's anything here. There was one thing. Okay. Things I can sell. Things I can sell. If I'm not going to wear the... This isn't much benefit to me. I think I'll sell that. I still don't remember what I'll be using oil shale for. Yeah, yeah. In fact, I think you'll... Whoa, the tree. Wouldn't it be nice if trees did grow that... Well, maybe there would be consequences to trees going that fast. There's always a consequence, isn't there? But yeah, I have seen references to transparent solar panels. I think their efficiency is low, as one would expect from a brand new thing that isn't even in production yet. But I do think there is movement in that direction. Let's see. This, I don't know how new this create new stacks to move items? What does that mean? I'll have to experiment. Yeah. I don't know. Ultimately, agree or disagree on some things. My goal is a healthy world that people can live in without having to worry too much. It's never going to be perfect, but I think it could be better. I want people to be able to have opportunity and not be scared of everything constantly. So even when I disagree, it'll probably be with good intention. Hopefully. Food, 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 food. Come on, food. Man. Can't use those just yet. It's too few. Why am I carrying plant fibers? I've got plenty of bandages. I mean, these will do better than those for the short term. Keep the algo around just in case. Vitamins just in case. Ah, plants. Speaking of... Let's do some plant acrobatics here. Spruce the place up. Fern the place up. Whoop. Getting late. Getting late. Getting late. 1:30. When did I start? Probably like 11:30. I might be 2 hours into this. I'm going to look behind my screen real quick. Yeah, almost exactly 2 hours. Yeah, thirst. Actually, this would be better for me. I'll take those with me, actually. Alright, how about... I don't know, how vested are you in the conversation? Because it might be a good time for me to stop, cut it for a while, and then come back after my next meeting. But I also don't want to cut you off either. It has been interesting. scrap that. Weather. That's something I don't need to keep around just yet. Boop, boop. Seriously? 15 whole seconds of drinking. Oh, wow. The other one was 15. That was good for 60. Wow. Okay, that's a big difference. Okay. Well, that's a good thing to go on and do, hopefully. I thankfully haven't had to worry about that in a while. Never was very good at it in the first place. Yeah, I really need medicine. I really need it. My cat, if you've been watching any of the Let's Plays, you will hear the cat eventually. He's so much so that my wife made a graphic for him that I could include when he thought commentary was necessary. An additional second opinion to whatever I was saying at the time. But he's getting older. He's 10 now. Sometimes he acts like it and sometimes he doesn't. Oh, a rabbit. Where'd you go? Ah. I think he saw me. Whoops. Yeah, stay right there. Really? I'm doing terribly. Oh yes, he can be. There are times when he is dramatically upset about the fact that the door out into the main hallway is closed. However, if it were not closed, everybody else would have to listen to my live streaming and Let's Play recording. Oh, it's fast. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, like, my first year in college, oddly speaking about doors being open to hallways, everybody in that dorm would leave their doors open. And I just remember someone coming down the hallway, it's like, come look at this! And they were showing us the first Internet Explorer. Look how fast this is, the first Internet Explorer. This is amazing. It totally kicks Netscape's butt. So I'm not sure if it's exactly the dawn of the internet, but it's... But before college, I mean, there were BBCs and... Oh gosh, this is what I've been needing right here. Let us do this before I quit. I didn't really have, like, modem access at home before I went to college, so I went straight into, here's a big WAN, school network that's hooked up to everything, and it's remarkably fast compared to anything else. Like, oh, nice. Seen before. I hear y'all. Where are you coming from? There we go. Oops. Oh gosh. They're all on the ceiling or on the roof. Fortunately or unfortunately, or both. Internet stuff is what I end up doing for the gerb. Did that go up? Oh good, I have ammo. Oh gosh, my meeting is in 15 minutes. I am not looking forward to it. We're moving away from our current host, the website that I direct. It's going to be an awkward call, because we're on the meeting when people are leaving, and they're trying to make a pitch to keep us. And that's going to be weird. They can't handle what we need to do, so there's no way it can be an affirmative answer, but we're going to try anyways. Have a good day. I will just save here and return in the next next time I can stream this game, I'll be right here. So have a good one.